The reason why y'all want Black Americans to be affected by ICE so bad is because y'all are still convinced that we are immigrants, and we are not. We are not. We've been here for over 400 years, and for most of us, our ancestors have been here even before the slave trade.
To my Black brothers and sisters out there that are the ones that are posting all this, oh, we just gonna mind our business. And I saw somebody earlier making T-shirts of like a group of like 6 black people, black men and women, sitting on a bench texting on phones while the country is burning up behind them. Let me explain something to you guys. Let me explain something to you. When they get done with the brown people, they'll be coming after you. And if you don't think that's true, you got another motherfucking thing coming.
The caucasity of this guy.
This is bigger than you, okay? Because let me explain another thing to you.
What the hell are you pointing your fingers at?
And watch millions of brown people be kidnapped and removed from this country. When they do come after you, there's going to be nobody left to stand up for you.
That finger is asking to be slapped.
And when they're coming after you, how are you going to feel when people are sitting on the sideline like, oh, we just going to mind our business?
The ignorance
Fuck
of
all
this
this
guy.
other dumb shit. Man, no. It's not the time for that.
What the hell
Time
are
to
you
people.
to tell
It's time
Black
to come
Americans
together.
what time it is? People, my flabber is gasted. Because what in today's day of our Lord Jesus Christ is this white performative BS? He boldly performs in the fullness of his whiteness to point fingers at Black Americans. The caucasity. Oh, I am dazzled by the arrogance of his ignorance. I would like to give this guy grace, but I am struggling. I think he thinks he's coming from a good place. But he's an example of some white people in the movement space that do not know their place. They forget to leave their white privilege, white entitlement, and white authority at the door. And then we have to check them and all of their baggage at the door because there's no room in this inn for nonsense. Black Americans have been knowing that not only are they next, but they were the first, or still the first, the next, and the last. But you see, white Americans like him and Americans from marginalized communities have taken Black Americans for granted for too long. They always expect Black Americans to show up, do the brunt of the work, and endure the suffering. Every civil right in America has been built on the backs and blood of Black Americans. And these people just think Black Americans are there. They're laborers to do the brunt of the work. No more. And where were you in your thousands and millions during 400 years of slavery, redlining, Jim Crow, segregation, KKK, mass incarceration, and ongoing systemic discrimination, racism, and erasure that Black Americans experience every day? I'll tell you where you were in your thousands of millions, voting for Trump and voting in policies like this. Brown people aren't the only ones getting deported. Black people getting deported too. So Mr. White Mask Man, go mobilize your white Americans who voted in the majority for Trump and for this policy. I'm not talking about white Americans who are consciously anti-racist. God bless them, but there are too few of them. And if you don't know how to talk to Black people, educate yourself before we check you at period.
I'm going to give you an example on how they could deport you. There's a moral clause that they can use to strip you of your citizenship. For example, that shirt you got on could be construed as immoral. It could be, but not for me as a Black American. Not for me as a Black American. I had to commit espionage or something, give out government secrets to another foreign country that we beefing with, or to just a country period. You know what I mean? But me wearing a shirt, you gonna use that example of me wearing a shirt. wait. You gonna say me wearing a shirt can cause me to be deported, even though I'm a 14th Amendment baby. My family is a slave descendant on this land. Now, out of all the things in the world that Black people have done, let's go to the negative side of Black people. Black people have R-worded people. Black people have unalived people, and they have not been deported. But you saying I'm going to get deported. They can use a clause, an immoral clause, of me wearing a shirt of a Black man. Do you know who this Black man is? I'll let you figure it out. But of a Black man holding one of these, and I'm going to get deported. You gotta up your fear-mongering game up. Listen, I'm not the Roland Martin crowd. I'm not the MSNBC crowd. I'm not the CNN crowd. I'm not the old generation that's scared of white people. I'm not them people. You can't fear-monger me, okay? You can fear-monger other people, but you can't fear-monger me, especially using an example with a shirt. A shirt. But all these people get to wave foreign flags over here, Nigerian flags, Puerto Rican flags, Mexican flags. All these people wearing foreign flags on our soil, but they ain't gonna get deported. I'm gonna get deported for wearing a shirt, but you got people disrespecting America wearing a flag here. Come on, man. And I saw you about the black banks and all that stuff and everything else. Okay, cool, but this what caught my attention. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the worst example you can ever give. We are not being deported. Why we haven't been deported in all these years?
Most of us have American Indigenous lineage that we can actually trace because a lot of our families were reclassified from Indian to Negro. And there's proof that we were reclassified. We are not immigrants. They can't send us back nowhere. Where they gonna send me back? North Carolina? South Carolina? Georgia? Florida? That's the only place that we can go. We're not immigrants. This is not our battle. Furthermore, most of the people who are now being deported, or most of the people that are immigrants here, have always had a stigma against Black Americans. We're lazy, we're dirty, we're ghetto, we're loud, we're uneducated, we're this and we're that. But now that ICE is outside, we're supposed to be on the front lines of the same people who come here with these mentalities about us and don't even know us. I don't understand that. This is not our battle. This has nothing to do with us. And all the Black Americans who want to go outside and put themselves on the front line and risk their lives, that's on them. But don't expect for the majority of us to be out there risking our lives for something that don't got nothing to do with us. Now, when it comes to immigration, me, myself, I don't mind immigration as long as it's legal. I worked in the immigration office for a period of time back in 2016. And when I say there are hundreds of thousands of files of people trying to get into this country, and I'm talking about people who have been trying for 15 plus years to get into this country the legal way. And they still haven't been able to get in yet because of whatever is going on. And yet we're trying to be pressured to fight on a front line for people who jumped in front of all of those people, okay, and cross borders illegally. Right now, if I take my ass to the Mexican border and think that I'm just going to cross into Mexico, there's going to be consequences and repercussions for my ass if I get caught. If I try to take myself to the Canadian border right now, there's going to be consequences and repercussions if I do that illegally. So why is America expected to be the country where people can just come in and out as they please, undocumented? We don't know who you are. We don't know what's going on. We don't know where you came from. We don't know if you're running from something. We don't know if you're a prisoner somewhere else and now you over here trying to sneak and hide. We don't know what the fuck is going on. Furthermore, let's look into how many Black women have been unalived by illegal immigrants. One of my good friends is the sister of Dakara Thompson. Dakara Thompson was a 19-year-old beautiful woman, young woman, who was unalived by an illegal immigrant.
Can U.S. citizens really be deported? A viral debate is spreading across social media, with some people claiming Black Americans could be next. But is there any truth to those claims? Or is misinformation fueling unnecessary fear? Let's watch more clips and we come back to talk about it.
Latinos of all backgrounds, do y'all not realize Black people are not the only people in this country? You got your Chinese Americans, your Japanese Americans, your Korean Americans, your Indian Americans, your Muslim Americans, your white Americans, and your own people. So why in Davy Jones' lockup are y'all so pressed and mad at us because we not out protesting? Folks, we did the most effective protesting last November, and the data proves it. We protested when it mattered the most. We were not out here with whole productions talking about some "we will vote for Donald Trump." Y'all was out here with that foolishness, knowing full well, that y'all had a few abuelas, a few tios, tias, mijo, and mijas in your house undocumented. But y'all got y'all behinds on stage talking about some we will vote for Donald Trump. And you think we supposed to be out here protesting, picket fence in hand, clowning? Like some monkeys in a zoo? No, sir, bop. We did what we were supposed to do. And y'all put y'all's own community in the position that it's in now. And y'all need to live with it.
Here's the reality. Under US law, American citizens cannot simply be deported from their own country because of their race or political beliefs. Much of the current immigration debate centers on non-citizens, including people without legal immigration status or those whose legal protection are being challenged. That's why it's important to separate viral social media claims from what the law actually says. At the same time, political debates about immigration have created real fear, confusion, and tension among many communities. Those conversations often become emotional, especially when misinformation spreads faster than the facts. The truth is, immigration policy affects different groups in different ways, but citizenship carries legal protections that are fundamentally different from immigration status. At the end of the day, informed conversations are more valuable than viral rumors. Understanding the facts instead of reacting to fear helps everyone make better decisions. So what do you think? Has social media made the immigration debate more informed or more divided? Share your thoughts in the comment respectfully, and before you go, do well to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next.